You know, I was here during the flood, and I lost a business down here, and I tried to make a go of it again after the flood, and it wasn't happening for me. So I ended up in Fargo. Looking at where downtown was, where it had come to, I think that maybe Grand Forks had focused too hard on getting the businesses up and running downtown. Initially, after the flood, that was like the primary focus. There was a huge drop off in residential. Locations in downtown. I mean, most of the residential locations after the flood, I mean, there's virtually nothing down here. So to focus on commercial and just work on getting businesses down here and commercial properties, I think when you don't have the people to support the retail and commercial aspects of the economy, they're just going to eventually fail. And I think that's what you saw, was you saw it build up, and then you saw a lot of businesses die off. And at the time that I came down, I felt that was something with the apartments that are above Wells Fargo there and Avant. I saw those. They're a really nice project. I don't remember how old they were, but that to me was a big key factor. Seeing that a lot of apartments were starting to get rented and be waiting lists downtown, and a condo project was coming in. So we really try to do our homework and see what were the economic factors at downtown period, not just the industry we were looking at bringing into Grand Forks, but then secondarily we looked at the economics of the bar business, and who were the big hitters down here, and was the action downtown. And I remember before the flood, downtown was a hopping place to be. Back in the days when the Antique and Whitey's and everything, there was always that loop where people congregated. There's so many places to go. It's nice where you can come into downtown. You don't have to drive. You can walk from atmosphere to atmosphere. If you're enjoying one, and you get people love change, and they like to be able to roam around. I think that's a big key factor why downtown works so well in our industry. The previous owner was looking at selling, and he had someone on the line that was very interested in purchasing it, and I caught wind of that, and I found out what the person that was looking at purchasing the property was looking at putting in a dance club like Gilly's, and I just thought that downtown couldn't support another dance club, so it was very defensive for us. I wanted to be able to control the atmospheres that came into downtown, or at least in my proximity. If I had a chance to control it, I would. And I needed to, my goal was to draw a broader, wider audience to downtown. And that was the idea with the three different atmospheres, appealing to three different types of people, maybe even three different age groups. It was to draw a wider appeal, period, to downtown. And I mean, to an extent, all three bars do share clientele, depending on what kind of mood they're in. I would be a prime example of that. If I want to sit and talk to buddies I haven't seen for years, that we want to shoot the breeze and talk about old times, I'll go to the pub. If I'm out on a nice date, I'll come to Level 10. And if I'm a single guy out looking for to meet people and dance and stuff and get crazy, I guess it's Gilly's. So I'd love to see some more restaurants down here. I think as far as the hospitality industry goes, unless it's a bar restaurant, I think we're pretty well maxed out. I've seen our revenues spread out, especially during the weekdays. And it's not that any one place has captured the crowd like you traditionally see in Grand Forks, where one place is super busy and all the rest of the places are not. You see people spread out between all the places they go where they enjoy going, and it just spreads the crowd out quite a bit more. And I think if you start putting more just pure bars downtown, I think that it would hurt all of us, obviously. I mean, I just don't think from an economic standpoint that I wouldn't open another bar down here, I guess, if that tells you anything. But restaurants could definitely use more restaurants, more places to eat. I'd like to have some good lunch spots, additional lunch spots down here. I think you've seen retail early on, in the early years of redeveloping downtown, come down and hit downtown hard, and now you've seen retail drop off. I think downtown pretty soon will be ready for more retail shopping. So once we get the parking, get the diagonal plan finished, I know the city of Grand Forks did a downtown parking study, and once they get the results of that study complete and put into action all the things that the study recommended, I think you'll see the ability for retail shops to be, because they need that park in, quick in and out traffic. If you're dealing with hospitality and restaurants, people are a little bit more willing to park, a block away or